Alright, sorry for the weird cut there. I'm sick. And I've hit the stage where I'm coughing occasionally.
I'm still not sure what to make of the girl we
Had to
found
get a cough
at that
drop.
other place. Why don't we do as Fragile suggested and visit her in the next room?
Yeah, I can do that. Did I take a shower before I hopped off? Or went to go get a cough drop? I don't think I did. Limit showers to 5 minutes. That's reasonable, but I am not a 5-minute shower kind of person most of the time. I like lose track. I'm in there for 15 to 30 minutes. Alright, let's go see what's up with the creepy tar blood lady.
You're okay. Come on.
Whoa.
Careful, careful,
Come on.
careful.
Come down.
You got it?
You're gonna talk her from floating away?
Thanks.
This is what happens when she has nightmares, it seems.
There are those who connect with the beach during REM sleep, allowing a tremendous amount of chiralium to flow into their bodies.
Bad kitty. Stop slurping up the tar.
Hey, is your wrist gonna be okay?
Yeah. We ran some blood and DNA tests on her. And checked her for signs of injury.
As far as we can tell from a medical perspective, her health is in perfect condition. But that doesn't make the chrysaloid shell in which we found her any less troubling. Not to mention the tar-like fluid that came pouring out of it. We're still analyzing both. And there's more.
You mean those suckers?
Indeed. But that's not what I'd call them. Much closer to a chiral rash, I would say.
Ew.
You know how chiral allergies can sometimes trigger goosebumps? It's like that, except a fair bit worse.
I'd say a lot worse. Jesus.
The tar-like secretions can accelerate the passage of time on contact, it seems.
We suspect she has dooms too.
And that when she's levitating, she's experiencing the nightmares common amongst sufferers.
That space or realm she left behind to come here. The fellow we saw called it Nirvana, I believe. But to me, it looked like the land of the dead.
Even so, she's a living human being. And I believe that she was born in that place. After things settled down, I spoke with her for a little. Or tried to. She was still in shock, which made it harder to communicate.
Did she tell you her name?
Doesn't seem like she has one. As far as I could tell. So, I named her myself. Tomorrow.
Alright.
Tomorrow, huh?
Why? What kind of fucking name is Tomorrow? Just give her something half normal.
Sam, it's Charlie. We've recently received a report of brigands engaging in suspicious activity to the west. I'm sure you'd like to push on, but I don't think we can afford to ignore this. Please access the DHB Magellan's delivery terminal to undertake this main order.
Alright, sure. I can go knock some out. What is that? Both stick and rope to protect and connect together for tomorrow. Alright, but what are the icons for? Are those just the amount of people I've connected to? Maybe?
Nothing like a warm shock.
Shut up.
Tomorrow, a mysterious young woman from the world of the dead. I hope she makes a swift recovery.
I'm very concerned. If she is a human being, I say that with quotations, if she's a human being born in the beach, that makes her similar to Amelie, which could make her a second extinction entity brought about because Amelie failed to do the extinction event stuff beforehand. But maybe she's just a really unfortunate lady.
I just can't stop thinking about that place. It was filled with the spirits of the dead, a vast number, beyond counting. And the man who attacked us without any explanation. I don't have any idea who he is. Do you?
Nope. Besides the fact that he's clearly functioning in the same story capacity as Clifford, maybe even too much. We'll see. He could genuinely end up being like Lou's biological father. Or just somebody like closely related to the whole thing. Like maybe he's not the father, but he like helped the mother or tried to or something.
It was a place that belonged to the dead. And while we were trapped there, only a scant few seconds seemed to have passed here. It's like the beach in that regard. Time flows differently there relative to how it does in our world. Those battlefields you once journeyed to were also pockets of reality outside of ours. But this was different.
Was it?
Perhaps we'll be able to understand it better if we ever get the chance to go there again. Which isn't to say that I want to go back.
Alright. Maybe Dahlman's right, and there are like legitimately the souls of the dead in there, and they're trapped like everybody else. Alright, we'll get out of here. Go to the surface. We've got to go beat up some brigands. I wonder if they are talking about the brigands that we already took out, or if they're like far, far west.
Before I forget, Sam, it seems you left some cargo behind outside the Northern Environmental Observatory, where the tar bubbled up before we were whisked away to the other side. You remember all that excitement, yes? Anyway, Tarman was kind enough to collect your cargo for us. It's been placed in your private locker aboard the DHV Magellan.
There shouldn't be anything from that. Oh, hey, Charlie.
We've received an urgent request from the Northern Environmental Observatory. Brigands to the west of the facility have got their hands on a large stockpile of weapons and have taken it back to their base. This happened shortly after the recent tarfall abated. The surrounding area was littered with a massive quantity of cargo that had been washed up by the tar. The brigands wasted no time gathering up everything they could and hauling it back to their encampment. This included weapons and gear unlike any we've seen before. And now we've begun observing new brigand units in the field.
Uh-oh.
These ones are wearing red, reinforced armor, accented with luminescent light strips. As their unique appearance suggests, they're more resistant to damage. Melee and electrical attacks are especially ineffective against them. These units have clearly been outfitted for close quarters combat, and their sudden deployment is troubling to say the least. Their presence likely indicates that the brigands are gearing up for a raid of some sort. If we ignore this development, the brigands could use their new toys to attack the observatory, and there's no telling what might happen then. So we need to seize all of them before they have a chance to do so. Moreover, the latest data from the observatory strongly suggests an explosion of some sort occurred just beneath the Earth's surface not long ago. APAS analyzed the shockwave and has concluded that it is consistent with the type produced by ground-penetrating ordnance.
They're digging for something?
This leads us to believe that the cargo the brigands secured may have included powerful explosive material. Directly assaulting the brigands using firearms risks triggering these devices, and we cannot predict how that would affect the region. Any sort of catastrophic explosion may also have an adverse impact on the tar currents. It is therefore critical that you avoid combat and secure the cargo without alerting them if possible. I implore you to take on this main order, Sam. And soon.
All right. You had my interest until those last couple of sentences. Son of a bitch. Fine, we need to try and full stealth the brigands. Recover all weapon sets and burrowing bombs stolen by the brigands. Oh boy. So they have a new batch of enemies that are supposed to be more resistant. We'll see if they like fully respawned everyone. The thing is, I mean, Charlie says to avoid combat, but like, I could totally just snipe them again. You know? Alright, let's head out. I'll put away some of the things I have in my inventory. If they want me to avoid combat, then I will avoid combat. What the fuck? See, I just damaged cargo going down the ramp of the Magellan. We did go out really fast, so I understand why it happened, but Jesus. Alright, cargo management. We're gonna stash some of the stuff on my back, because I don't need all of these. Oh, I especially don't need a tar cannon, oh my god. Alright, that is a lot better. Let me... Oh no, my sniper rifle didn't get reloaded because it was in my... Ah, no. That's unfortunate. That's okay. That's alright. I've got other tools. And I still have my trank pistol. Which is probably better anyways for me to be using. I'll put away the shotgun. Auto arrange. There. Okay. Let's get a gander at how many enemies are over there. Oh, holy moly. Okay, well, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Heat map. Most people get found out over at those buildings and over there, but for some reason, not really over on this side. I think I'm gonna have to knock some people out. There's no way I'm making it all the way over there without at least a couple of people being made unconscious on the way there. What I will do... I'd like to make it nighttime. So we're gonna go over to this timefall shelter, so that it's a lot harder for the enemies to see me coming up to their base. I don't think so. Turn off the music. Alright. Let's rest up. Progress time to make it nighttime. Or even just like sunset. Sunset. I said sun sleep. Sun sleep. Alright, Lou. Nap time. I don't know what time that is. It isn't sunset, that's for sure. And it's not completely night, but I think we're getting there.
It's okay. It's alright.
Alright, Lou, let's make sure you are in absolute peak great mood before we put ourselves into another stressful situation.
All good. It's all good. That's it. Yeah, everything's okay.
Whoa. Okay, that's a lot darker. That works out. Alright. Now they do want me to carry some of this cargo all the way back. So I'll bring my car forward a little bit. But not too much. It's enough so that I can run back over here later on. Is that... okay, that's a car. We're gonna use this again, just in case there's anything new I might be missing. For all I know, they added another person to their camp over the night. You know, a little bit of recruitment effort. Do I have a floating carrier that I can take with me? I don't think so. Oh geez, look at all the blood bags I used. Alright. Let's see what I can manage. Am I too close to save? I am not. Nice. Very nice. Okay. Alright, I think the best angle of attack would be for me to go around, take out the people up top, and work my way down. Alright, now's the time. No one's looking over here. Get the bola gun out just in case. It seems like the bola gun is our best option for dealing with the heavy armor people. I'm gonna let these guys move around a little bit. Wonder if I can climb up this sneaky way. I'm not feeling it. Alright. Easy 2 knockouts. I just gotta be worried about this dude over there. He might patrol in a way that sees them, in which case I'm just going to be fast because I can't drag the people away from the fucking unconscious place I put them. I feel like he's gonna move. If I go fast enough, it won't matter. Alright. 7 targets down. Or, sorry, 7 targets to go. 3 targets down. Now, bad news. I think we have to knock out a few more just to, like, get the loot off of them. The burrowing bombs, potentially. A part of me was tempted to just run over to the nearest pod, hack it, and just leave with just the 3 people knocked out so far. But no such luck. So we'll continue what we're doing from before. Knock out the people up top. So that there's no one to look down where we're currently knocking people out. I think I can take this off now? No, okay. I was thinking that, like, hey, if we can take the tar gun and, like, mount it and unmount it, maybe a heavy machine gun works the same way. It'd make me use them a little bit more. I gotta go faster. This guy's coming back. That was close. I almost walked up on this guy without my strand equipped. Alright, that's all the people. Oh, enemy defeated stealthily as requested by Earnestly Hope. Someone just randomly wanted the people here knocked out stealthily, and I'm getting extra likes for it. I appreciate it. Though I do wonder what I'm going to do about the people in the car. I might be able to just leave them be as long as nobody sees the bodies I've made so far. Cargo that is marked hazardous will explode if it takes a significant amount of damage in a single blow. It will also explode if the cumulative amount of damage taken reaches a certain point. Be sure to handle with care and try to ensure a smooth journey when transporting such cargo in a vehicle. You've got it. Game, I will do my best not to drop the bomb. I do like this health bar. This is actually a lot more useful than I thought it was going to be. I kind of like thought it was silly at first because I thought it was only going to be valuable for like their literal HP until they die, but the fact that it also works for knocking them out with like the tranquilizer is also nice. It's also a useful way to see the enemies through wall a little bit more consistently. Oh, what the fuck? This guy's getting out of the car? Do you have something to report, dude? What the fuck are you doing? I've had enough of a drive. I think I'll just rest my legs a little bit, chill out, and camp. Alright, well, this guy doesn't seem to want to move. So it might be safe to just come up on him over here. Alright. Weapon set. Where's the last piece of gear? Oh, it's down there. Nighty night, buddy. All right.
You've recovered everything then. Great. Let's get it delivered.
Need to make sure I don't get fucking snuck up on by the random dude driving around.
Did you just drop some cargo, Sam?
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god, scary, scary. Oh my god. Okay, as long as I didn't, like, damage them. I'm gonna secure these. I don't think I'm gonna run into anything else, but, like, now I'm paranoid. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. A part of me wants to kind of knock out everybody here. I feel like you might get a bonus for doing so. And the people that are left over are very isolated from each other. The only one I would really have to worry about is the guy in the car. But he gets out occasionally. So if I wanted to, I could just wait for him to get out. And then maybe hit him with the bowling gun or something. But I don't want to get caught. I don't want to, like, accidentally trigger some kind of failure state where, oops, I was seen and now the bomb blew up on my back. My pinky toe was visible and the enemy reacted to it. No, and now I can make the enemies paranoid. I came in, I knocked them all out without a single bit of curiosity being noticed. Not a single one of them was like, huh, what was that? All right. Oh. Oh my god, my stamina. Sheesh. Alright, Sam, it's not the time to rest just yet. We gotta turn this stuff into the observatory. Supply request, weapons. Yeah, sure. Here you go, bud. Have a shotgun. Offload. Send cargo. Nice, 100 likes. Yeah, I didn't really think about how that was gonna get sent. BT comes over and claims it for the other person. Let's get a quick little top off on my battery. Thank you. Alright. Here you guys go. Set of weapons and a bomb. No damage, too, surprisingly. Considering I rammed it into a wall.
Whoa, did you really go out and steal all that stuff from the Brigands? Way to go, Sam. Let me get started on processing your haul. I can't find a single scratch on any of this stuff. You truly are one of a kind. You have accomplished so much, done things only you could have done.
Ooh.
We want you to have this data as thanks.
I didn't even bring this up, that I thought it would be cool if there was like lights, and they actually gave us one. Sort of. Structures that automatically illuminate at night, allowing them to be used as landmarks. Several guideposts can be deployed to mark out a route through the landscape. Walk a path often enough and you won't need directions. That's cool. I wonder if that will start seeing them in like some of the areas we were in. Whoa, 80-meter bridges? What the? I'm kind of scared. Where the fuck am I going to put 80-meter bridges?
We've increased your allocation of materials. Our way of saying thanks.
Now displaying your current Porter grade.
Good lord. I imagine they take 1,000 metal to fully build.
The guidepost data we just shared with you is great for making landmarks to prevent people from getting lost, even at night. And when you do place them, you'll find they're useful not only for getting your bearings, but also for creating routes that will facilitate travel for everyone. Aside from that, we've also made it so you can now use your PCC to fabricate bridges up to 80 meters in length. The rivers ahead of you are prone to flooding, so I imagine extra long bridges will be especially handy.
Okay.
Oh, and Sam, there's actually one other thing I wanted to talk about. Call it a little insight into the cargo you recovered on our behalf. It included a device I believe you guys have taken to calling a chiral jammer. These jammers are capable of disrupting the flow of local tar currents. In addition, you also recovered some explosives modded to be able to penetrate the ground and detonate within the tar. This would destabilize the currents over a large area. Needless to say, both these items could have been used to deliver an enormous blow to the chiral network. In other words, we've really dodged a bullet. But what I'd like to know is why this tech wound up in their hands in the first place. Can't chalk it up to pure chance. Honestly, it's almost like those brigands knew in advance that the tar was hiding cargo. We've got to consider the possibility that someone gave them a heads up. Food for thought on the road ahead.
I love how we just never tell them about like Higgs.
You'll be happy to hear that tomorrow's regained consciousness. Once you're back on board the DHV Magellan, you should see for yourself.
I don't know if happy's the word I'd use for it. Concerned is a little bit more up there. Alright. I do want to read about the guideposts we just got. Corpus guideposts. Guideposts change color daily, producing a spectacular light show that illuminates the night sky. Ooh. Let's see. A device which prevents the chiral network from operating. The principles that underpin the operation of this device are unclear. However, the fact that widespread tar anomalies were detected prior to the destruction of the jammer suggests that it works by somehow interfering with the tar currents. Recovering and analyzing the chiral jammer has revealed how the device works. According to the tar dynamo theory, the tar currents are constantly generating a chiral field. These chiral fields are observed in locations with increased density or chiral densities, such as BT areas and their surroundings, and primarily affect things that are connected to the other side. Keeping these fields stable is essential to ensure the smooth operation of the chiral network. Whoops. The chiral jammer agitates the tar situated directly beneath it, creating a vortex that causes anomalies in the local chiral fields. These anomalies, in turn, disrupt regular chiral connectivity. No one knows who developed the chiral jammer or how it came to be in the Brigand's possession. And then we have Tomorrow, a young woman who came to this world from a realm inhabited by the dead. Sam found Tomorrow encased in a chrysalis, rescued her, and took her back to the DHV Magellan, where Tarman and Fragile cut open the chrysalis to reveal the young woman covered in tar. Fragile decided to call her Tomorrow. I want to hear her basis for that. Because I almost feel like it's also kind of mean. This woman bleeds tar. Well, okay, maybe not bleeds, but like her rash, her super rash, emits super timefall tar that ages you. I'm gonna call her Tomorrow. That's one of the ways it could be taken. But she'll probably end up having like a far deeper role in everything. Maybe she'll be our Hope for tomorrow. See, Hope would have been a good name. They could have called her Hope.
Stop it.
Someone doesn't like shoes.
Is she like cryptobots? Oh, geez. Yeah, okay.
She won't even touch any normal food. But at least we managed to convince her to take a shower. No, tomorrow. We don't do that.
Seems like a real handful.
She just needs some time to settle.
You must be tired, Sam.
I could use a
Get
little bit
some
of
rest.
rest. Yeah. We burned a lot of stamina in a single mission. Well, Rainey got the kid that she wanted, I guess. It's just a kid in a, like, adult woman's body. Maybe she'll have memories come back and mature. Like, you know, maybe it's some stuff where she wasn't actually born on the beach. She was born in the pre-Stranding world and got captured when everything went down, when the void outs were happening. That'd be kind of cool.
Sam, it's Charlie. Be advised that we have a new assignment waiting for you. I'll need to brief you on upcoming objectives as well. Access the delivery terminal at the Northern Environmental Observatory to take on this main order.
Okay. I guess there's nothing else for us to really do on the Magellan. Hey, Dollman.
Another order already? You're a very busy man, Sam.
Yeah, they really don't give me a lot of downtime.
Sam, been a while since you had a proper shower, wouldn't you say?
It's not even right. I showered before I left this place the last time.
Tomorrow seemed to react negatively to overstimulation.
I get that.
This is likely just a defensive mechanism, so to speak. A way to safeguard her mind from the strange and unfamiliar. At times like these, it's best to limit the number of people attempting to help the distressed individual. So let's trust in Rainey and Fragile to take care of her.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. We can leave them to their own devices while I figure out what our next mission is.
You've been receiving more dangerous orders. I respect your willingness to undertake them without any fuss. Please, don't hesitate to rely on me for assistance if you ever find yourself in need of it. While I'm incapable of fighting like you, if you throw me toward your enemies, I can keep them distracted, for a short while at least.
Oh. I never thought about just throwing Dollman at the enemies themselves. Maybe that'll open up a different way, because the ways that we've been dealing with Dollman so far, and the reason why I haven't tried that is because it just hasn't been there as like an option. Because usually if we toss Dollman, we're forced into his perspective, and that doesn't really help me take out the enemies.
Sam, the Brigand's vehicles are of a rather antiquated design, significantly different from the standard pickup off-roader. You won't be able to get them repaired at distribution centers or on the DHV Magellan. Can't even store them in a garage. They're enemy property after all. Too risky to bring inside our facilities. Could be booby-trapped. I'd not get into the habit of using them too often if I were you.
That's a good point. I hadn't thought about the fact that the enemy vehicles could be booby-trapped. But I also just haven't been using them too much anyways. I already got into the habit of largely just using our own stuff. They also gave us a vehicle fairly quickly in this game in comparison to... Or rather, they gave us the truck in this game a lot quicker than they did in Death Stranding 1. So by the time I needed to even, like, start carrying around a large amount of cargo, we were fine. Here, I'll shower. I probably should have skipped that cutscene. There might have been, like, an interaction with the crew there. I just am a little smidge in a rush to get outside again. Alright, Dollman, are you content?
Nothing like a warm shower after a hard day's labor. Am I right, Sam? I don't really have anything else to say right now.
Alright, Dollman. Goodbye. I'm going out there. I like how he waves goodbye as well, but he's coming with us, so it's not really goodbye. It's more like, let's go. Alright. Let me take a gander at the roads again. Did they... No, here we go. Okay. 90 metal, 90 ceramic. 550, 560, 8100. So I need to go out there with like 700, 800 just for these three. And I imagine the next mission, honestly, will just take us to this mining facility up north. So let me start taking some materials out. All the metal. Definitely all the ceramic. I think that'll be good enough for now. If I need more ceramic, or if I need more metal, then I more than likely also need more ceramic. And I don't got a lot of that right now. What I'll have to do after this mission is maybe take a trip with the Magellan and get the ceramic from the other mine, the first one. Though I do need to be a little careful, because I might have some stuff on me that I don't want to drop off. We're good on orders. Build a watchtower for surveillance purposes. Yeah, you got that. Recover 3 growing lights rescued from fire. Recover a remote vital signs monitor. And then there's junk. Alright, well this one's easy. We'll place a marker for that. We can do it on our way out.
Sam, by linking up the various sites farther to the north, you'll eventually be able to establish a connection to Hartman's facility. In short,
Hartman?
it's time to tackle the northern part of the continent.
I wasn't ready for that name
Start
drop.
by bringing the F2 South Distribution Center into the network. Some of the staff there are former residents of Cape Fort Knott who managed to escape the city before it was swallowed up by the tar. In addition to overseeing distribution operations, they also protect the facility from would-be assailants. Unfortunately, local chiral contamination levels are extremely high, leading to disturbing reports of paranormal phenomena near the facility.
Oh no.
The cargo you're tasked with delivering should aid staff in dealing with this issue. Accept the main order from this delivery terminal to proceed.
Alright, I thought I was gonna go set up the mine and maybe some rails. Well, I mean, okay, it just isn't a mine, it's a distribution center. But it is the same place I'm trying to go. What the hell? Necrobiotes? Huh.
This cargo has been designated Do Not Submerge.
Alright, well, that's just gonna go in the car. There's no reason for me to put it in my back. Oh! Oh! Oh. I have very mixed feelings about this. Okay, I thought the guideposts were going to be PCC items that were like huge or something. Instead, they're just regular guide, like they're something we can place down on us. And I'm partially disappointed by that because it means that they're probably really easy to lose, like, to environmental damage and like degradation, which kind of sucks. How am I on some things? We're great on blood grenades. I think we're gonna have to deal with some BTs soon. So I want to be a little bit cautious about things. Alright. These can all go in my person. And these can go in the car. God damn, it is filled to the brim. When am I gonna get an upgrade for my car that makes it, like, lighter? I feel like that's gotta be one of the things. I guess I can just do this for now. Alright, let's head out.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Oh. Do you have any extra materials? I feel like I'm going to need those, actually. They do have a decent bit of metal. We're going to grab those. Taking the ceramics just in case. And you don't need these special alloys. No, it would fill up my car. Wait, it worked, but that just means I can't get in it, probably? Yeah. Oopsies. Ooh, there's a function for unfolding the carrier and unloading the cargo directly. You don't have to just drop it on the ground every single time now. That's useful. Any other things I can just drop on the ground? Please. Please let me in. I wish you would tell me just how much I need to drop to, like, be able to get into this thing. Fuck it. Drop the ladders. Yep, that worked. Okay, we'll pick up one ladder at a time. Good enough for me. Hey, you know what? Actually, hold on. Hold on. Here, buddy. You've got a request for tools and field wear. Here. Have some tools. You got this. Alright, so how are we gonna do this? Let me look at the weather real quick. I don't know if this is trustworthy. It says everything's kind of clear at the moment, but when we look at the map... Oh. Wait, no, here we go. Yeah, there's a BT area here. BT area in the basin of the Pitchfork River, located to the northwest of the Northern Environmental Observatory. The area is often cut off when water levels rise, and the risk of being stranded means very few people choose to pass through here. That is alright. I will see how this goes. I think I'd like it to put a bridge over here. But also there's gonna be roads. Like, I think the road's gonna probably make a bridge over this way automatically. But a bridge on this side is still useful. And I kind of want to see what the 80-meter bridge looks like.
Okay.
All right. Let's make a really big bridge. Uh, 80 meters, holy shit. It's almost like so excessive. We'll make this work.
Let's get this done.
It does suck that I think that takes up 8 or 1,000 on the bandwidth. But oh well, other player structures have been making up for things a little bit.
Construction process now.
Oh, please. Okay. Sorry, I gotta drive my car over here real quick. Oh, nice. I had to do a little test there, but I guess whenever you put yourself on the bridge, even if it's not complete, it gives you infinite energy. Alright. Now, I don't actually need to use this bridge immediately, unless there's a good reason for me to do so. I could put a bridge from here to here before having to put the Cairo network. I don't think we're gonna bother though. I'll do it in the future when everything's connected up, and that way I have a little bit more of a straight shot between places. All right. Watchtower time.
Looking good.
And then while we're here, I should soothe Lou. Lou must be in a good mood. It is a requirement. I'm not even gonna bother upgrading this. I thought about it for a second, but since it's kind of like a mandatory one, I don't think there's like a large point in me doing it. Oh my lord, they're fucking filled back up again. That's okay, we'll leave them be. Let them build up their threat level. I'll take them down when they're at their highest. All right.
Gotta stretch my legs.
Let's start making some roads. Uh-oh. No, I wanted to just finish it in one go. No. Wait, oh. God damn it. My bad, I thought I had finished it. I assume that honestly should just connect all the way up to the observatory. Doing a double check. Yep. Hopefully the enemies can't see me from all the way over here.
This must be their territory.
Jesus. Okay, well this is a problem. Yeah, this is two problems now. Ah, jeez. Okay, I'm stuck between a BT and the Brigands. And also the river is about to start rising, so I really need to get the fuck out of this water. Alright. I won't make the same mistake this time. I will use square to my advantage. Square is the friend. X is the enemy. This is gonna be awkward, isn't it? Oh wait, no. I just saw that some of this goes across the water. Thank Christ. I was ready for the road to just stop right at the river. Also a solid generator. Gakian. Or Gakianil. Where's the... Oh, it's a split path thing. Okay. So we do have some of the awkwardness that I was thinking of, and that I have to cross this river here. Whoa. The river just like rose up as I went through it. Oh my god.
Okay.
Scary stuff. At least completing this paper should give me the road back. I can also drive through that middle part. I'm so cautious about it. It feels like the river could rise up even more at any time. But so far, we've only seen it go up like one level in each area. Let's get my metal in here. And then get a bunch of very awkwardly sized excess packages. Alright, so where does this all go? It's trying to go back up the mountainside. You can use the auto-arrange cargo option to consolidate different containers of the same material, packing them to a single larger piece of cargo. For example, an XL container filled with 400 metals and an L container containing 200 metals can be packed together, creating a single XL container with 600 metals stored inside. Whoa! Okay, I missed the last part, but that's interesting. I think it said something about only being able to do it once? Materials can only be packed together if doing so will reduce the total number of containers they are carried in. Got you. Okay. Well, yeah, that would help me out here. Hold on. Cool. I didn't know that was a mechanic. I'm glad they finally told me.
Thank you, Kyle. Came in handy.
All right. How much do we need for this one? Quite a bit of ceramic and metal. I don't think I have enough for that particular road, so we will just go this way instead. We'll finish off this one. And maybe, I don't think so, but maybe I'll be able to do the monorail line. Whoa. Fix yourself. Stop leaning to the right. How much is that? I hadn't really been looking, but they do tell you how many likes you'll get for a lost cargo. So this one will be 323, which is pretty fucking massive. I'll organize my inventory when we're done with these roads here.
Okay.
The only real downside to my current amount of cargo, yeah, if I have to put down another bridge, I think I'm just out. That one goes pretty far, though. But it looks like it stops midair. Don't like that. Alright, let's see if I can do this monorail track line. When you're given likes from someone, you are given the opportunity to send them likes in return. Yeah, okay, well, not the normal way, unfortunately. Is that just a rat? Wait. Is that a platypus? What the fuck are you doing out here? Get in the box.
Right. Gotta load cargo onto the shelf in the back.
Dear. That animation really should be faster. Ooh, okay, alright, I can do this. Scary, but passable. Oh, it got a lot shallower towards the end anyways. Okay. Do I have the materials for that? 640 resin, 720 alloy. The fastest way for me to check would just be do this. Yeah, actually, I do have enough for this. Hell yeah. That better be a friendly base I'm seeing light from all the way up there. They did mention Hartman. I don't remember if they had mentioned Hartman prior to that. But I'm happy he's on his way back. I think I can just drive across these shallow parts. Who needs to deal with BTs when I can just go over the beach? Hold on, I'm trying to get this monorail on the scan. There we go. Same thing with this one over here. Almost. Samson Hook. 92 inhabitants. Really? I guess it is pretty out of the way. It's just such a big building for only 92 people. I think there was only like 12 to 16 at the North Observatory as well. All right. Special delivery. Let's get y'all on the network. And I guess maybe fight some ghosts for you soon. Do necrobiotes scare off BTs or something?
You're with Drawbridge, I presume. Yeah, you seem like the genuine article. Welcome. Hope it wasn't too hard to track. I'll just need a moment to check your cargo.
This guy looks like he's wearing Bridges gear. Or I guess just regular porter stuff.
No denying this is in fine condition. How about that? You have been making a real difference around here. Keep it up, alright?
I'm trying.
Alright. Go ahead and put us on the chiral network.
Yay! I would say this is the real, like, now the whole West is conquered. Because we've made it all the way to, like, the north side of the continent. Samson Hook. Hey! That's a recognizable face. The Magellan's like, hold up. We'll just teleport on over. Combat boots. Boots designed for combat, they're heavy and extremely durable. Kicking an enemy while wearing these boots will inflict significant damage. Yeah. That's alright sounding, I suppose. Ooh, what? Sticky cannon, a weapon component for the pickup off-roader. Automatically detects and collects nearby cargo, placing it on the cargo shelf. Oh my god. That's why they don't let you do the sticky gun. Because they have the sticky cannon. Oh my god, heavy machine gun. Weapon component for the pickup off-roader automatically fires MP bullets at enemies within range. The type of damage inflicted changes depending on the target. Alright. I guess I'm mounting a machine gun and sticky gun onto my car.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
I don't necessarily need the machine gun, but I kind of want to see it in action.
So we've been linked up, at last. There's also the necrobiotes you brought us as well. Feels like we finally turned the corner.
For our part, we've shared data for some custom vehicle components, as well as some sturdy combat boots. I'm sure the vehicle parts in particular will come in handy for combat and cargo retrieval. You need all the help you can get, because those armed survivalists waiting for you out east are far more dangerous foes than the brigands. They're a bunch of fools who won't hesitate to kill people, with no shortage of lethal weaponry. Though I'll be damned if I know where they got it. Make sure you're prepared before you head their way. Speaking of which, those combat boots ought to add some serious power to your kicks. You might want to equip a pair if you intend on getting up close and personal.
Nah, that's okay. Wait, so you're the Golden Fist, huh?
Some people have called me that. A while back, we had a situation with this group that went around looting whatever supplies they felt like. And I was the boxing champ who went up against these guys and sent them all packing with nothing but his bare fists. That's the story they tell, but it sure as hell ain't the truth. I didn't charge gallantly into battle and beat the shit out of them. I approached them in peace so we could work it out. I asked why they were stealing from other people, and they said it was because they didn't have the skills to live any other way. So I taught them other ways to survive, trained them a bit. Nothing more than that, really. In the end, all we had to do was talk to each other. They weren't like the other riffraff you find around here. And they're still here. In fact, working in this facility.
Wow.
If anyone around here deserves to be called a hero, it's you, Sam. I mean, you're the one trekking across Australia trying to bring everyone together. Anyway, right now, we're trying to develop equipment tailored to close combat specialists. If we succeed, anyone will be capable of fighting as well as the so-called Golden Fist. Feel free to lend a hand if our project interests you.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't hurt. In Death Stranding 1, there were a couple of glove items that you could have. That, some of them, you know, it helped you climb things faster, pick up things faster, and also do a bunch of melee damage when you were punching targets. So maybe it'll go in that way. In which case, I'd be fine with that. Are necrobiots all that useful?
Anyone should be messing with. Their affinity with the dead makes them dangerous. But that's also why we can use them to prevent the dead from attacking us. With that kind of power at our disposal, we can put people's minds at ease. Could solve all kinds of problems, I'm sure.
But why? I'll have to look at the corpus. Custom vehicle components?
We've uploaded some schematics for pickup off-roader parts. One of them is a heavy machine gun. It automatically acquires and fires at targets in range. It uses MP bullets for added versatility. It's effective not only against human enemies like armed survivalists, but BTs as well. The other part is a sticky cannon. When mounted, it independently scans for cargo in the vehicle's vicinity and collects it. You'll find it makes rounding up dropped cargo easier than ever. And who wouldn't want that? Pickup off-roaders can be equipped with 2 parts like these simultaneously. So choose whatever's best for the situation at hand.
Yeah, I'm down. Wait, does that mean I should have...
Thanks again. We're glad to have you in our
one of each, which is what I was going to do.
We'll be able to do so much more for others. Stay strong and keep doing your thing.
Or maybe
fight together.
Maybe if I go into BT territory, I do 2 machine guns.
Get yourself back to the DHV Magellan and take a load off.
Oh my lord, we just
so you know, tomorrow's been doing much better. Pay her a visit when you can, okay?
Order completed.
This is one of the issues I'm having with this main story so far. You do a single main mission and they're like, come back and rest, Sam. Come back and rest, Sam. I've been out here for 15 minutes. I don't need that much sleep. Just talk to her over the phone while I do other deliveries. God. That part's a joke. I am willing to see what's going on out there. Ooh, a guidepost. I do want to see what other people's guideposts have been doing. 1,000 metal, 1,030 ceramic. I don't think I have enough for that. But I do have enough for this track layer. Though the question is then... I don't think this is a stopping location for the track. Oh wait, you know what? This one might be though. And it's already created. So nice. Yeah, I think that means now I should be able to go all the way to West Fort Knott on a single train line. I kind of want to try that out. And do we have any jobs here? Not yet. Select entrust cargo to specify an animal carrier to be collected and delivered by another porter. The animal carrier will be retrieved and delivered to the animal shelter in due course. No, the platypus gets to ride with me for a while. That's what's gonna happen. Let's see. Anything for West Fort Knott? I'll take this. Deliciously decadent pellets. I'll take all these. What I'm gonna do, I think we'll take a train ride all the way over to West Fort Knott. With jump cut, of course. Monorail, nice. Okay, before I do that, let me build the roads and stuff around here. I think we're good on ceramic. I just need to get metal. That's all the metal. Thank you for all the Kyra crystals. And I'll get some extra ceramics just in case, too. Can I do another one of these? Okay. I want to get all the materials. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's customize my ride. Vehicle customization. Let us get... remove this. Remove this. And then... arm components. Oh, wait. I actually might be able to keep those batteries where they were. Sticky cannon. Yes. Use the metal that I have on me. And then arm cannon. Okay, I goofed. I goofed. I thought I was adding a machine gun. I was in fact using the materials that we had been storing to make the first machine gun in the first place. This is what we need to do. Fabricate. Okay. Alright, well I got what I needed. I have a heavy machine gun in case something gets too close to my ride and I'm being a little ballsy driving through an area. And I've got a sticky cannon for whenever we pass by random shit and I don't want to have to keep getting out of the car over and over again. And also, I can put these battery units back. I thought I was going to have to replace them.
Vehicle ready. Please drive carefully.
I really wasn't expecting them to slap extra gear onto my truck. I thought they were just going to replace my vehicle with something else in the future, right? I'm expecting by endgame we'll have something like a hovercraft. That's what I want. That would be the ultimate evolution. A hovercraft that can carry a bunch of loot because it's anti-gravity. But I'm fine with having just arm cannons on my truck too. Maybe we'll get some other types later on once we do some missions. But alright. Let me finish up some of the stuff around here. Uh-oh. Okay. I thought they were about to get, like, hit with a rocket or some shit.
Thanks for the help.